Hey y'all, it's Cletus T. Crickenberger here. I asked you what you want to talk about this week, and Wendy Edwards said she wants to talk about menstruation. That frustrating time of the month when men get on women's nerves. I don't know what she's talking about, but I talk about my menstruation. Them women is getting on my nerves. Call it menstruation for a reason, because men is feeling frustration. So I'm going to show you right now what you can do during that time of the month when your woman just won't stop. I like to play this game where, you ever see them toys and all that your woman be buying like around that time of the month that are like things that are, they call like tampons and maxi pods. I don't know why they call them that. Well, I do. The tampon looks kind of like a harpoon. I'm going to show you right now. It's right here. And you just, I don't know how they get it. I don't know what they do with this, but I like to play the game where I figure out what all things I can do with all these tampons and maxi pods. So I'm going to show y'all right now some of the things that I do. First off, I take this thing out of here. You just take that off the back and you can pull that thing out. This thing here is real good for if you soak it in water, it expands and you can put it in your freezer and you can put it in your cooler so you can use it like that, and then you won't have water in the bottom of your cooler because this thing will just soak it back up. That's a real good use for these things. This just absorbs it all, and then when it gets full, you can tell it's kind of gross. I wouldn't go in public like this, but I mean, definitely, you got a cold, you stayed home from work, you totally do this. And then you just pull it out and toss it away. So yeah, another good thing to do with these is they're good for kids. They're good for kids. These are good to just soak up in some juice. You can use some apple juice or some orange juice. Soak it up and put it in the freezer, and just make sure that string part's pretty straight, and soak it in the freezer, and then you take it out and it's all froze up, and you got you a juicy pop. And the cool thing is you can just wash it off and soak up some more juice in it and refreeze it, so you got you a refreezable juicy pop. Now, I wouldn't suggest using cranberry or cherry juice or nothing with this, because that might, I don't know, that might look wrong. Anyways, this part's kind of useless. I use this to, I won't talk about it. But this part right here, this part is perfect spitball material. You see what I'm talking about? Look at that hole right there. And then it's got like the lip suction right there too. You just stick your lips right on there. Let me show you an example. Here you go. You get your paper right here. You wad your paper up, and then you get it real good and spitty. Alright, that's good. And then you stick it in the end here of your tube thing, and then, I'm sorry Bill Murray, forgive me, but I got to do this. I got to show everybody how you can, and then you put your lips right here like this. Yeah. That didn't work very well, but you see what I'm saying? Ha ha! Got it! Hell yeah! Oh, now we done talking about the tampons. Next we're going to talk about these maxi pods. I don't know why they call them maxi pods. They got like this thing on them. They don't look nothing like pods like you find out there, like lily pods in the pond. They don't look nothing like that. They kind of look like little alien baby holders. Like they're just little tiny. And they come like this in this package, and you rip everything apart, and this sticky part comes off, and then you got this plastic part. Now, this plastic part, I'm saving these because I need a new tent come next year, because I ruin mine over and over again. So I'm going to sew all these together and make me a new tent because they seem pretty waterproof. So I'm going to put this aside so I can make me a new tent. Now they've got a sticky back on them, as you can see. And what I like to do with that is it gets hot in the summer, and even when the woman's around during that time of month, it gets quite hot around her. I don't know, her blood is just boiling. So to deal with my menstruation, I like to take these and I like to cool down with them. So I just put them right here in my neck collar because it sticks right there. And there you go. That just cools my neck off like that. It just takes all the moisture off of it. It's real good. It's real good for that. It's real good for that. Another thing I like to do is I like to stick them in my hat. And remember, save that for your tent. I like to stick them up in my hat so that I can wick the moisture off my forehead, you know, because that gets real hot too. So I gotta get the moisture off my forehead. That's real good for when you're working outside in the summertime. All y'all other men know what I'm talking about. All that hard work that women just don't know how to do. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Also, I can take this as another sweat wicker if I must. But I could put this on as a wristband. I got a sweatband for a wristband, and it's got that sticky stuff on it, so you can just put it right there, and yeah, just like that. So I'm good to go. I'm gonna go outside. I could run a marathon right now, and by the time I was done, y'all wouldn't even know it, cause you'd be like, "Dang, Cletus, you sure ain't that sweaty," and I'd be like, "Dang right I'm not. I got all these maxi pods all over me, keeping me nice and cool. Yeah, man, y'all don't know nothing about that." Another thing I like to do with these here things is I like to take these maxi pods and I take my Crocs, because they're my comfy house shoes, and I stick this here thing right on the bottom of my Crocs. And then you know what I do? I go risky business in it all over the house. And you know what? That's cheaper than a Swiffer. That is cheaper than a Swiffer. Your women's already bought it because it's like that time of the month, and you're getting all menstruated and frustrated with her, so and you know it's that time of month, she ain't gonna want to clean the house. I know, she ain't gonna want to clean the house, so you go ahead and clean the house instead, and you show her how much money you can save by just using those maxi pods that she bought, sticking on the bottom of your Croc, and risky business it all around the house. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoy that little game I like to play during menstruation. And all y'all men, remember out there, when it's a women's time of the month and you is suffering from menstruation, you go play yourself a game with all them toys that she buys for herself, because that's just selfish of her, and you deserve to play with them things too. Cheers to the beers. Whew, I gotta wick some more sweat away. I'm getting so sweaty in here. Getting so sweaty. Just getting so sweaty.